Hi dear students, let's see this question that came in JEE Advanced Paper-1 Physics in the year 2019. This question was from the topic of thermodynamics based on a multiple choice correct scheme, and I can tell you that this was the easiest question in whole paper. Almost all the students in India, if they have ever studied physics or thermodynamics, would have done this question. So basically, this was a diagram that was also given in the question. You can see this there's a cycle, thermodynamic cycle, and diagram has been given. And we were based upon that diagram, we were asked some of the options. The gas was monatomic, and 1 mole of the gas was taken over here, right? So work done in the cycle, ratio of heat transfers in the process 1, 2, 2, 3, and the type of processes and similar types of question was asked. Now, if you see this cycle carefully, from 1 to 2, if you see, ratio of V by T is constant. At point 1, V by T is V naught by T naught, and at point 2 also, the ratio is 2 V naught by 2 T naught, that is again V naught by T naught. So if V by T is constant on any in any process, that means it's a isobaric process because we know PV equals to nRT. So if V by T becomes constant, then this simply means pressure is constant. So we can say that 1 2 was isobaric process. 2 3 is clearly isochoric, volume is constant. Same logic for 3 4 we can apply. If you see at point 3 as well as 4, V by T is constant, and hence this was also isobaric. And 4 to 1 again is isochoric. So predominantly there are two types of processes being here, like in the question there are two types of processes, isobaric and isochoric. So here this is isobaric, P constant, this is also P constant, and the remaining two are isochoric. Now if we talk about the Q12, Q12 will be simply NCP delta T, right? N is 1, monatomic के लिए CP is 5R/2, and delta T you can see from 2 to 1 is 2 T naught minus T naught, so it becomes T naught. Q23 if we talk about, Q23 की वैल्यू क्या आएगी? Q23 is simply again NCV delta T. N is 1, CV कितना है monatomic का 3R/2. Delta T will be T naught से 2 T naught से T naught, that means minus T naught, right? Then again Q34 if we talk about NCP delta T, CP is 5R/2, delta T is T naught by 2 from T naught, that means minus T naught by 2, right? And Q41 is isochoric, NCV delta T 4 से 1 तो कितना हो जाएगा T naught by 2, right? Now if you go back to options, work done in this cycle. So for any cyclic process, the total sum of the Q is also W. So if you add it up, so let's quickly add it up. 5R/2 T naught, and this is 5R/2 T naught by 2. This is 3R/2 T naught by 2. So if you add Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4, this will be is equals to 5R/2 T naught, and this is 5R/2 T naught by 2. So this and this will become 5R/2 T naught by 2. Okay, plus this and this will become 3R/2 minus T naught by 2. So this will become minus 3R/2 T naught by 2, correct? So this is 5R T naught minus 3R T naught, that means 2R T naught by 4, that means this is R T naught by 2, right? So option A is correct. If we talk about option B, the ratio of heat transfers during 1 2 and 2 3. So 1 2 is this and 2 3 is this. So if you take the ratio, magnitudes we have to talk about, so minus sign will be ignored. T naught will get cancelled. 5 R/2 will also get cancelled. 5:3 is correct. This is the correct option. The above thermodynamic cycle exhibits only isochoric and adiabatic. This is wrong because it exhibits isochoric and isobaric. The ratio of heat transfers during the process 1 2 and 3 4 is half. 1 2 is this and 3 4 is this. So it's not half, it's actually 2, because this is T naught and this is T naught by 2. So actually it will become 2. So you have to be slightly careful over here. So it's also wrong. Okay. Hence this solves the question. In this question, we can also draw the PV diagram. That is also one way out. So just for the more learning, elaborate learning, I'll also draw the PV diagram. Although I believe this was the faster method, but yes, let's draw the PV diagram as well. So if so, we have already identified the processes. So if you draw the PV diagram of this, okay. So if you start from point one and go to point two. So if you start from point one, go to point two, this was isobaric process. The temperature was doubled isobarically. So if you double the temperature isobarically, then it's obvious that volume will also be doubled, as you can see over here. That means from 1 to 2, this would have been the thing. Let's say the pressure was P naught at point 1. Let's call pressure as P naught here. So this value will be P naught. Okay. And this volume will be V naught, and this volume will be 2V naught. Right. From 2 to 3, it's isochoric process and the temperature has been halved, you can see. So if you halve the temperature isochorically, then pressure will also be halved, right? So if that means we will come down and pressure will become P naught by 2. That means at this point, pressure would have become P naught by 2, right? So this is our point 3. From 3 to 4, again, we are moving at constant pressure and and the volume has been halved, right? So constant pressure, volume is halved. So constant pressure, volume is halved. That means from 2 V naught, so we will go back to V naught. So this is point number 4. And from 4 to 1, isochorically, we have doubled the temperature. That means pressure will also be doubled. So that means we will go back to point number 1. So this is the cycle. This completes the cyclic, and this is the rectangle which we get in the which we get in the PV graph. The area of this will also represent the work done. So I hope you would have enjoyed the solution. That's all. Thank you.